Hello, people. Um, just an update. Been feeling better. Sure glad the sun is out today. Where are you, sunshine? It doesn't really show very well in the video. It's a beautiful day out. Man, you see that morning sunshine on that snow, and the glitter is just so awesome. It's just every single rainbow color sparkling on that snow, I swear. The sun is magnificent. I can't really look at it as so much of an inside entity, even though I know it is. I know that the science is proven, all the neurons and everything, the inner sun inside of you, and how it's all like one is one. But, you know, the sun's always been there for me as a outside entity, that's for sure. For me, anyway. So it's confusing. But, anywho, um, yeah, lately I've been sort of kind of been dealing with trying to debate on all this who I am type stuff and what the fuck am I supposed to be doing in this role, and I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be doing like what God said and stuff, and I'm supposed to be healing right now behind all the really, really, really bad blah blah blahs, stuff I've been through. Not playing a victimhood, Like my last video was just an explanation. I wasn't at all playing any kind of victim or anything like that. It's just explaining the reason why I started doing a lot of the stuff that I've been doing, and trying to figure out, the whole why me stuff. But isn't the sun magnificent? I mean, come on, colors. Anyway, yeah, get squirreled by the beauty of the sunshine. But she is with. I'm trying to deal with being my true, authentic self. That's a big deal. No, I'm not. No, I wouldn't have to think of being the hero. I'm looking at this like, if you ever seen the movie Megamind, all right. Now, Megamind was the villain, but he was also the hero. And that's sort of the position that I'm in right now. So, and pretty much my relationship with my brother too, that's pretty much exactly how I feel about a lot of things at this moment. And also, feeling a whole lot like the end of the movie of Labyrinth, where, the Goblin King comes out and be like, I'm pretty much exhausted by living up to your expectations. And he said it to that girl. And that's very true, I think I was just being ignored this whole time that I've been doing stuff. That's how I feel, you know. But whatever. I can't. It's just what it is, But I can't wait to get over this fucking flu. I'm just gonna chill in the sun today. I have to go to the bank and do some bull crap. But man. Anyway. Stepping into my role as who I am. Okay. Now, here's an authentic devil joke that I really want to tell you. Impossibilities. Impossibilities. Now, when you look back in history and you look back in story tells and stuff like that, all right, number one, The impossibilities and possibilities and probabilities. I got a real bad funny joke about that. Bad joke. So if you're not wanting to hear some that's really dark and disgusting joke, I got one. Anyway, now impossibilities. It is impossible for a normal woman to give birth to a giant. All right, impossible. It's like asking Flipper to give birth to Shamu. Okay, now that is very impossible. That I mean, just a life to grow inside of a itty bitty little thing that's really huge, you know. You can look at it with breeding dogs, you know. If you breed a really huge dog with a really little dog, you know, it causes issues, man. It causes some major issues. And yeah, just saying, man. I feel sorry for them poor women. My boy, man, I swear. Ow, ow, you know. Come on, think about it. Think how the impossibilities of that. To actually have a living birth of that magnitude. All right. Now, I can see it not surviving or something, one way or another. But come on, really? I mean, that's impossible. Impossible. And you know what's not impossible? Getting a rich man through the eye of a needle. That's not impossible. Now, this is sorry, I know it's sick, but yes, I can get a rich man through an eye of a needle. Literally. You just can grind out that fat man down into a nice powder, turn him into thread, and turn him into a nice rich man coat for you, you know. Sorry, but it's true. That improbability, not impossibility, is actually very true. Would be difficult, of course, and it would be pretty sick and sad and all that fun stuff that goes along with it, but it's still not possible. Not impossible. You know, just saying. Well, possibilities and impossibilities. It is very possible to get a rich man through an eye of a needle, or any person of that matter, but it is impossible for a woman to give birth to a giant, if you think about that. So, anyway, this is just funny story tells. Wouldn't you say? Now, so this alien parasite, I would have to say, invasion happened a long time ago, people. You're not gonna wait for it. It already frickin' happened a long fucking time ago. And, which is hilarious. And now that possibility, is exceptionally possible because they've kind of written it in the stars and in the books and stuff like that, of stuff they've seen and things, and just the way history has changed. I mean, you got to really look at history. Really look at it and see what has changed in the events that taken place as before and after and stuff like that, and what's happening now. You know, follow history. Now, the way to break that chain is to not let history repeat itself. That is, you know, which is pretty much what they're causing. They're causing a fake fucking Armageddon, I should say. With the whole Blue Beam Project and all kinds of stuff, you know. I mean, come on, you know, this enslavement is just... I mean, humans really don't fucking act like this. It's just... nature doesn't act like this, you know. So, anyway. Yeah. It's very possible. I'm just saying. Yeah. So, for me to step into my role as self, it's very possible Very, very possible. Let me tell you another guy something. Um, Dyslexia. Another guy something. Um, your soul, your light from the stars, is anchored here on earth by the Spirit. Now, see, the Spirit is a light, and you are a light. And this positive and negative is the pretty much the magnetic force of what anchors you to here on this planet. Now, your spirit can decide to leave you if it wants to. These people who don't have a spirit, who has decided to leave them, are very, very empty souls. And also, they have no fire with them, no spirit of fire with them at all. Very little light. Very, very consuming people. They consume. So now their souls are trapped in that with no spirit because their spirit has chosen to leave. Now know that your spirit is not you, it chooses you. It chooses you and your soul, before you even come here, which is a very interesting thing. But it is definitely true. It's all, before you come here, you pretty much get instructions and you talk to God about a lot of things in your life and stuff before you come here. I remember on that fluffy white cloud in God's throne room, there was this man that came to his throne, and God asked him if he would go back to earth just for a little while, but he would have to die as a child. He died young. And this is what is going to be for his parents to learn a very, very valuable lesson, karmic lesson that they have to absolutely learn because of what they're probably bad to their children in their past lives or something. You never really know why one has to die young for karmic reasons, But this balance is something that is calculated in the stars, in the Ashcash records, or whatever you want to call them. But I remember that. And something that God and I discussed about this memory I had. But the man that was in front of God's throne asked, if he was going to be able to return to heaven. And of course, God said, of course. But so the man decided to say yes. He'll go and be that child that dies for their parents to learn that valuable lesson. I know that's not an easy thing to hear, but it's not easy being me. I tell you that much. It's not easy knowing the truth of this existence and wisdom with all the other people around not knowing the reason. And I tell you one thing, people. I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy, but I'm a light bringer, light bearer. I bring light back and forth. Information, new birth of information, death. I'll bring it back. I'll take away the light and bring it back to heaven. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Light bringer. So, anyway. I want to say God bless you all and good luck on this journey. I surely